Hard to believe a couple of weeks ago we had blizzard-like conditions that totally snowed out the home opener for the Madison Radicals, but they got it in this past Saturday night. I think it went pretty well as we bring in head coach Tim DeBile right now. Tim, welcome on back. Big win over Pittsburgh, 29-13. Are you happy with how it went down?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was probably the best game we've ever played against Pittsburgh. I don't know that if we added up the win totals of the last 4 games, if it would be more than last night. So, it's definitely the most we beat them by.
You know, I mentioned it in the headlines. You guys right now scoring about 25 points a game, only giving up 13 points a game. The defense has been stifling. What's been the difference this year compared to last year when you were giving up about 4 more goals per game?
Well, I think right now it's just people are playing with such energy throughout the game. I think in past years we would get a lead and then we'd kind of let the other team's offense get some easy goals, and we are just not giving up anything. Even at the end of, I think Andrew Meshnick got his last goal last night, or his last D last night, with 10 seconds left in the game on the last throw. So basically, we're just playing throughout the full game, the full 48 minutes, and that's really making it hard on other teams' offenses.
Yeah, you mentioned Andrew, and I definitely wanted to bring him up. He tied the AUDL record for blocks in a game. What is it about Andrew that makes him such a special defender?
He's just so smart. I mean, he's definitely not the tallest player on the team. He's not the fastest player on the team, but he just seems to know what the other team is trying to do and anticipate it. He's got just great anticipation, and I mean, he had 4 blocks in the first quarter. That was kind of where everybody kind of felt like, well, this could be an interesting night, and he managed to get 8 by the end. So it was a great night for him.
Speaking of cool things that are going on, you guys play the Minnesota Wind Chill next weekend, and that is going to be at TCF Bank Stadium. For people not aware, that's where the Minnesota Gophers play their football games. The Vikings played there for a couple of years while their new stadium was being built. Talk about that a little bit, because there's like an MLS game going on, and then you guys are jumping on the field right away. You guys excited about that?
Yeah, we're really excited. The MLS team up there, we're interested in doing a doubleheader with us, and so of course we agreed to it, and so it's going to be a unique experience for us to play in such an amazing stadium, and hopefully a lot of their crowd will stick around. I mean, basically the game is going to start right after the MLS game, so I think everyone's a little nervous about it just because it's going to be a new experience and it's such a big game for us. We think Minnesota is probably going to be the 2 team behind us this year, so it's going to be a big game, but also just when you're in sports, you kind of like consistency. So kind of having the weird, not being able to warm up on the field the way you normally are, and playing in a new stadium, I think it's going to be new for everybody. So it should be interesting to see how we do.
Week on the road, then you guys are back at Bree Stevens, is that right?
Yep. Sunday, Mother's Day actually. It's our family day, so we'll have a bunch of events for kids, and kids can come out and get discs signed and stuff like that. So it'll be exciting to get back home, but yeah, looking forward to the Minnesota game right now.
Yeah, Mother's Day, Radicals, sounds like a good way to spend the day. Tim, congratulations on some early success. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks.
Brought to you by Conan Automotive, taking care of you by taking care of your family's car.